Welcome to Callie's Take. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, also hit the notification bell so you get the newest content first. But let's just go ahead and jump right in. So, the reality for the Lakers looks like it's really set in. You know, a lot of people talk about the Lakers, especially when we talk about media, Stephen A., Shannon, a lot of the rest of them, and they give the Lakers a pass due to the fact that Anthony Davis is, hurt all the time, and the fact that they always say if Anthony Davis is healthy, they can do a lot of big things. And when Anthony Davis is healthy, they are a good team. Or should I say they're a lot better team if he's playing the way he's supposed to. But see, it takes more than Anthony Davis. And the fact that you can't count on Anthony Davis because of his injury situation, it really doesn't matter how talented he is or or how good he can play for the Lakers, because availability is pretty huge. They talk about Kawhi Leonard all the time, and Paul George on the other side of the hallway there in LA about their availability. But I mean, you gotta look at Anthony Davis' availability. I mean, he comes out there 2 weeks, 3 weeks in this season and dominate and look like an MVP caliber player, but then all of a sudden, he goes out with another injury, he's out in a month. And I'm not, harping on that because, like I said, injuries are part of the game. I understand that. I truly do. But it's like, he's just not really reliable. And I feel like the Lakers are trying to trade the wrong guy, in Russell Westbrook. You hear all these trades about Russell Westbrook and all these things. I feel like they should be offering a package deal or something like that with Anthony Davis as well. I mean, because the way he's going, I don't really see him, recovering well from all this. I mean, he has injuries all the time, and it's like he can never really get himself going the way he should because he's never really available and he's never on the court enough to do so. So it's like when you see that from Anthony Davis, it's like, it's expected from him to get injured, which is not good. That's never something you should want to expect, or maybe not want to, but that's never something you should expect from a player, because that means it happens way too often. And with Anthony Davis, he's a huge part of the reason why the Lakers have been somewhat better. I mean, because even with Anthony Davis, they're 11-16. There was their record. So, I mean, with Anthony Davis, they're really not a winning team anyway, but at the same time, he does make them better. But my point with the Lakers is, maybe they ought to think about trading Anthony Davis, while his stock is still pretty high, or pretty, decently high at this point. And, think about moving on with him as well, because Westbrook has really accepted his role off the bench, and it seems like he's accepted it well, and it seems like he's thriving in it very well. But you need a guy that can, stay there with LeBron and keep everything, going, in the offense, in the starting lineup, because Westbrook comes off the bench. That's somebody that's like a 6-man coming off the bench. You need that 1-2 punch in the lineup, but you need somebody very reliable that you can trust most of the time. And Anthony Davis is not trustworthy, so the Lakers are just in another predicament, because they're banging their season around Anthony Davis being the number one guy, while LeBron can be the number two, which is supposed to be that way, but it's hard for it to become that way because they can't rely on Anthony Davis' health to be sustained at any time. So it's like the Lakers are in a bad situation to me, but they also have Russ playing well off the bench, so they're trying to find a way to trade him, seem like, because his stock is up, but really he might be the one they need to keep. Because when you think about it from this standpoint, if you can't count on Anthony Davis being there, then the one person that has been reliable on the court all the time, consistently the most, has been Russell Westbrook. And like I said, every game you got at least one dynamic, player on the floor, and that gives you a better chance to win and gives you a better chance to do a lot of things if you got one of those players. Of course, 2 out of 3 is good, and 3 out of 3, of course, is the best. But I mean, you got to take what you can get with the Lakers, because it just seems like that's just the way it is. So, with this team now, they still can do good things. They still can, make some good plays, and, you'll see some good things from the Lakers periodically, but I don't think that they're going to be consistent enough to, become a better team throughout the season overall and get themselves in position of the playoffs or anything. I think they might make a play-in tournament at best, especially the way they're going now. They still have a losing record with Anthony Davis. It's not like they were for 4 or 5 games over 500 with Anthony Davis and LeBron and everybody there. It's just that, they're trying to work their way up, but it seems like they never can catch their stride. And I still, even with Anthony Davis, I didn't think this team would do much anyway. But I just definitely know without him, it's going to be much more tougher, because now LeBron's going back into that leadership role, trying to play that. And LeBron can put up points, but like I said, he can't do that for the Lakers in regards to carrying them, because he's just too old to carry a team. So it's like his points really don't have the same effect, that Anthony Davis points would if, he's playing at a high level, and, Russell Westbrook coming off the bench following behind him. So, it's going to be even tougher for the Lakers, and decisions are going to have to be made, very quickly. And like I said, I know they're not going to trade Anthony Davis probably, but I mean, they definitely should at least try to consider that, because I mean, if they can get somebody, better in return, or as good in return, of course, then you go for that. But I mean, it's really looking really, really dim for Anthony Davis. I mean, I don't know if he'll ever be the guy that anybody in Lakerland think that he should be or could be, because the way it's going right now, it just doesn't seem like it. But hey, it's still time. But hopefully he gets better from his injury, and hopefully he comes back 100% stronger, and hopefully the Lakers aren't too far gone out of position by then, where they might make their season interesting or something like that. But like I said, I really didn't expect big things from this team that much anyway. They really didn't improve in their shooting area. They got rid of a lot of key players, and I feel like it's just coming back to bite them. And I feel like losing Anthony Davis is definitely not a step in the best direction. But things like this is going to happen, because Anthony Davis is injury prone, and he always has been. So it's like, really, nobody in Laker Nation really should be surprised. I mean, you hope that he stays healthy, because I mean, you want to see the best of the best players out there. You don't want to see no players hurt. You want to see all of them out there, because you want to see everybody at full strength. It's just that it doesn't seem like that's going to happen for the Lakers, not as long as Anthony Davis is there. And championship, I don't see that happening no time soon if they don't make any adjustments or get more shooters on their team that can give them more, stretch the floors a little bit better. I mean, they have stretches where they do good, but they need more consistency in that area, and they need some, a little bit. They could add a little bit more defense as well, but we'll see what happens. But hopefully Anthony Davis, gets better, but it just seems like, it's not happening. And as I said, he's the Lakers' future, really, because he's supposed to be the best player on the team, and he's never available to even take that spot away from LeBron. And, as long as that happens, the Lakers are going to suffer, because that's not the way it should be. But hey, that's my take on everything. Leave any comments in the comment section. Check out my other videos if you haven't. And hey, till next time.